Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 5 Arpeggio Battleship Kongo. She has 54,100 health, a top speed of 30 knots, 8 356mm guns, 22 secondary guns, a surface detect of 16.2 kilometers, and 34 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flood and fire. For my commander, basic survivability, expert marksman, and superintendent. We are on the map Fault Line, and this game occurred about 2 weeks ago on the stream. At this point, I've had a lot of excuses to not show it. Ships that have direct changes that have occurred, the patch, the test server, all that stuff. This is a good reason to share it, because on the North American realm, October 1st, brand new Arpeggio missions are becoming available. There are 2 new ships that we have access to. I don't know the names of them off the top of my head. I'm very sorry. But any North American who is interested in doing that, you should partake in it. Ranked season is also launching. Obviously, I haven't played ranked season for this season, so I don't have video for that. So this is the best solution. Something relevant. Arpeggio for Arpeggio missions on North America. So, it's just a Kongo. We fire on the enemy, and we do pretty good damage, I'd say. 14,000 points of damage. Not bad for the first shot. That's usually what you should expect. The Kongo is so weird. It's a tier 5 that goes 30 knots in the water, and it has a range of 21.2 kilometers. It really can reach out and touch you. And it's very early when it gets access to this, so it's intimidating. It's intimidating. Good players can make use of that long range. I could not for the longest time because I just wasn't skilled. But if you come back and you try to play these ships, all of the Kongo class battleships all work the same, you're going to find a lot of success, especially against a target that is heading out towards a flank and doesn't change their angling. And that's exactly what we did right there. 14,000. No citadel, but, can't be picky. Now, the observant of you might notice that I am not running premium. I forgot. And one of the things that I always sort of encourage people to do, it is an investment, but mid-tier, it's really not. Because the cost of the ship repair is just so insignificant that you should be able to cover, 45,000 credits? I don't really go for the scout plane stuff. Maybe I should. It doesn't guarantee that I'm going to hit the target with the extended range, especially not without the stopwatch trick, and that is long gone. So all I'm trying to do is support the team on the western flank. Enemy Kamikaze R is visible, and we do a tiny amount. We overpin 1 shell, I believe, and it could be worse. That's the issue with the Kongo, I would say. It can reach out and touch people, but it doesn't have that many guns. It has, 6 guns? No, it has 8 guns. So it feels very German at this point. You've got to rely on clean, accurate dispersion to really rack up the damage, especially against the destroyer where you're going to overpin. And, we're going to run into our friendly. Ooh, just a love tap. Just a love tap, Hey, bro, how you doing? Arpeggio out? Peace sign. They're so colorful. I do hope that Wargaming are working on some extensive mission systems similar to the tank missions that they introduced a while back. I don't know how you would have them do some unique traits, maybe get a special kill, maybe take out a module. Some of that stuff could be really frustrating, but it would also extend the time it takes to earn these ships, and maybe it would allow them to release real, true premiums. These are premiums in only name. All you can really do is move other Arpeggio commanders. You don't get premium credits. So that's a little downside, but it's a free ship if you play the game any amount of time. I fire again, and this time there's a payback. 4,000, give or take? Was that 4 shells overpinning? The team should be able to take him out, and everyone wants to take him out. And, oh, here comes some torpedoes. We've got to be careful. We can't take the torpedoes. Don't take the torpedoes. Whatever you do, don't. Okay, we're good. And the enemy is defeated. We've got another enemy destroyer, and for whatever reason, the Farragut is completely stationary. I did preemptively switch to HE, and I'm glad I did. We hit 5 shells. Probably would have done the exact same amount of damage in overpinning, but knockout modules, whatever. It didn't really make sense why he was so stationary there, though. I just don't understand that. But what can you say? All you can do is play the game and see how well it works out for you. So, enemy battleships are on this flank. There's an enemy cruiser as well. And they're showing very little side, the cruiser is. This enemy, Kongo, appears... Yeah, that's Kongo. Appears to be showing a perfect broadside, and we fire on him. Ooh, nice. 13,000. No citadel, but we led the target in the correct direction. And hopefully everyone is comfortable enough seeing a target, seeing what they're committing to, and trying to fire on them. I had a game in the Bismarck where a lot of the enemy team was firing on me. They didn't have any mercy whatsoever, and they shouldn't have any. It was really obvious that I wanted to go in certain locations. So you don't want to be as obvious as this player or I was in my previous game. So 4,000, that's not bad. That's not bad. The enemy cruiser is showing a lot of their side. The turret traverse is pretty slow, but notice there's a friendly battleship that's almost dead. I am turning, showing a perfect broadside, because I know nobody's going to fire on me. I at least expect them not to fire on me. 2,000, could have been better. We lose the friendly, and now I have to deal with angling. It wasn't relevant until the friendly target was taken out, just because he's basically taunting all the attention. Kill me now! And that's exactly what they did. Friendly torpedoes might touch him, maybe one torpedo. The Kongo is fast. We do 4,000, alright, alright. The Kongo is very quick. If you catch him coming out of a turn, you need to infer, you need to lead with the torpedo indicator. The torpedo indicator is going to be wrong. The speed of the Kongo out of a turn is probably like 23, 20 knots. It can get up to 30 knots. It's going to speed up inherently out of turns. So you need to predict that. The friendly did not. He missed his torpedoes. The enemy Kongo that we were working on is behind the island, so I'm going to transition to another target. A military target. This time we have an enemy König. Enemy König. And, okay. 1 overpen? Really? 1? I think it was 1. Enemy Kongo, I would love to take him out. Island's in the way, though. We've got this flank secured. The enemy seems to be moving to the center of the map. The eastern side of the map, we have lost it. There is someone capturing it actively. So we need to try and lock up the center. We have a friendly destroyer that is able to basically keep people away from moving. And I tried to fire on that guy. He turned away. I led too much. Combination of things. I'm going to try and use these islands to my advantage. There are 2 enemy ships that are moving to the center of the map. We have about 3 friendly ships, maybe 2.5. There is a friendly ship that's just to my east, but he doesn't have line of sight. I fire one last salvo, and I'm going to rotate my guns to the starboard side. There are 2 enemy ships, remember, and they either have to angle against my friendlies or me. I'm going to have flanking fire. That was my thought process. Take advantage of the flanking fire, and one guy's already taken out. Is this enemy right in front of me, is he going to move forward? Is he going to show his side and allow me to kill him? I really, really want him to do that. Please. Please, just come over here, Mr. New York. Oh yeah, come on, New York. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. We fire at the waterline. He's moving away slightly. And, oh yes! Citadel, 14,000. Fell for that trap. But what could he do at that point? Maybe not come through the gap? We weren't really detected for a while. I was behind in the island and multiple islands, so he didn't have exact knowledge of my position, and he paid for it, obviously. He's going to pay even more. The back guns are ready to go. Fire at the target, and we are able to finish off the target. A little bit of a kill secure. I did do a significant amount of damage to him, and he probably would not die, maybe to the torpedoes, if it weren't for the big damage shot that we got previously. So, you know, I wasn't taking a kill that I had no justification for. The guy was going to be dead, though, either way. It didn't really matter that I fired on him or didn't fire on him. But we really aren't wasting a salvo. There's really nobody to engage. 4 of the 5 enemy ships are just to the north, and we're going to lose a friendly. There's a friendly Furutaka, a pink one, that's very, very low. I believe there might be a destroyer somewhere on the east-southeast side. He could fire on him and take him out. This enemy, Kongo, is showing a perfect broadside to me. I fire on him. I am going to be showing a ton of broadside to my enemies, and we hit... It looked like we did 1,000, 1,500, based on the damage counter in the top right corner. So, I'm happy. I'm happy. Trying to angle. Trying to support my team, of course. Trying to go for B. Right now, the enemy team's going to win the game if we don't do anything. We obviously are doing something. I decided to wait for all the guns to be ready. Set up a nice, clean waterline shot. We do take significant damage. I'm not angled as well as I need to be. This looks like a great shot. And we just barely elevated the gun too much. I mean, just barely. The enemy team loses one of the 4 in the north. That Kongo is still alive. Ah, there's the enemy destroyer. Enemy Minikaze. We've all got to focus on him. He's showing himself because he feels like he can get a couple kills. There is no reason, absolutely no reason, he should be visible right now. I think he's trying to kill the Furutaka that was very, very low. And I'm working my way over there. We fire on the enemy, do almost nothing. I do have AP loaded. I wish I had HE loaded in this scenario. This could be really dangerous because the enemy destroyer, he used his guns. He did not use his torpedoes. He could absolutely send against me, so I can't just sail in one direction. I need to adjust my heading. I fire at the last known position of the target. We overpin. Overpinning is going to do about 2,000. Around there with the 2 shells. Really need him detected. And we're showing our sight again to the enemy. In the effort to avoid the attention. Okay, so he sent his torpedoes towards the friendly battleship just to the south. I'm not really at risk. I'm detected again. And I decide to call on my scout aircraft, hoping that it might fly over the enemy and detect him. It is extremely dangerous to ever be close to a destroyer at mid-tier. They have a really, really, really fast torpedo rearm. You will not be able to cover the distance if you're close to the target. Most torpedo ranges, mid-tier, are somewhere between 5 and 10 kilometers. And there's varying degrees that you would have to worry about, but just keep in mind, yep, here they come. The Mutsuki, especially, could send his torpedoes, and they could hit me at 10 kilometers. That's just how the ship is designed. This is not the Mutsuki, though. It's the Minikaze, and that might actually change. They might give it the 10-kilometer range torpedo systems that it used to have. But as long as I am outside of 7-kilometer range on the Minikaze, he can't touch me. Not right now, at least. And this enemy Kongo, he is still alive, somehow. How can you just survive so long, being so low? We take a 5,000 point damaging shot. Ooh, 3,700. Significant damage. Not happy about that. I have the island icon. That is why I did not fire in that scenario. Enemy Koenig is coming through the gap. He is going to have an advantage at close range. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. We got lucky there. We should have been Citadel there. We did 10,000. He did, what, 5 or 6,000? I'd say that's a trade I'll take every day. And now, our team, it is finally ahead. Friendly destroyer, friendly cruiser, I believe, are going after the enemy destroyer. They're doing exactly what they need to do. I need to fight this guy and minimize the enemies that can engage me outside of him. So I'm trying to angle away. Every time he fires, I will adjust the angle. I don't want to run into any islands. Don't be silly. While we're at it, let's just take this guy out. He's just going to run the whole time. Come on. Get a great big shot and take him down. I really am tired of seeing him alive. And we're not going to see a confirmation. Just that I'll see, okay, we did a little bit of damage. I wasn't paying attention. Obviously, we didn't kill him. Oh, he's so low. I'm not going to let him get away. I just have to, right? This is one of those greed moments. Please don't run to the island. Come on, stay off of it. Stay off of the island. We're trying to turn. We're trying to turn. Is it enough? Oh, it disperses all around. Not very good shell dispersion. It basically hit everywhere except the ship. And as long as I don't run into the island, I should be good. The enemy can engage me, obviously. I'm showing a fairly good broadside, but I don't have anywhere else to go. I'm right on the edge of the island. And I'm just hoping good dispersion in my favor. Oh, no. He stops, though, and I basically give a very tiny lead, expecting him to start moving again. If he moves again, he'll move right into the shot. Here's good shell dispersion. He's dead to rights. There we go. Enemy finally taken out. Finally. I've only been working on you for 5 or 7 minutes. The enemy, Koenig, is pushing hard in the center of the map. He probably feels like this is the only option for his team to win the match. And I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that. We have definitely taken out all threats. Get 4,000 with the first part. 4,000 again. High caliber, so 8,000 roughly points of damage on the target. Again, avoid the islands like the plague. I love the stream. I love the YouTube comments about islands. I really want to not run into them. Oh, speaking of... Okay, well, there we go. We get a target that runs into an island. And I fire basically directly the center mass. We're going to get a lot of damage, hopefully. We're going to get a lot of damage, hopefully. What kind of shot was that? I hit more shots when I was moving away and he was moving than I did at a stationary target. It's just one of those dispersion things. Early to mid-tier battleships are fairly inaccurate. And it really shows if you played the Mikasa. Oh, you're lucky if you would ever hit main battery. They only have 4 shells on that one. It's just the way it works out. People are too close. It's too easy, quote unquote, to get the damaging shot that you need. Boy, I have so many people on my team that are so low. This is so dangerous. The enemy battleship, I think he's still alive. Yeah, he's absolutely still alive. The island. Oh man, he's probably going to take out the friendly cruiser with this shot. Yes, he does. Okay. Maybe the friendly cruiser sent torpedoes. The Murmansk needs to just avoid contact with the enemy. That's all he needs to do. Oh, come on. More damage. What? I want to kill the guy. He's going to survive. If the Murmansk takes damage, I still think we win. But this game has been so tight the entire time. The enemy destroyer. He's capturing A as I speak. There's 37 seconds left in the match. It's way too close. Thankfully, everyone but myself is really far away from the enemy. It's going to be a really hard shot. I just don't understand how this worked out where people were close, far away, people were close, far away. It always seemed like the enemy was playing it slightly different than we were. And they've certainly stayed in the game, but I think it's a little bit too late for them. Ooh, yes, broadside target. Give me some damage. Give me some damage. 11,000, nice. Confederate And this is the end of the match. Not enough to kill the target, but 11,000 is 11,000. We also earned Confederate on that shot. So Confederate is associated with the Commander XP flags, right? Which is good. So Confederate, high caliber, 3 kills, 1 citadel, 136,000 points of damage done. We defended a significant amount of bases. And you do see, this is not a premium ship. We heavily contributed to the success of the team. Weren't really rewarded as much credits as I would like. 2,125 base XP. I'll take that every day. The top earners on our team are the last ones alive. Maybe there's a reason for that. All my damage is AP. Not a surprise at all. Our potential damage was pretty low. Nobody ever fired on us. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.